I often feel like I'm going through a tunnel, heading for the light. At other times, I am the light, and others are following me through the tunnel. Whether it was at school, in my marriage, or as a parent, an employer, or a son, it's dark and sometimes frightening in that tunnel. But getting through it and emerging into the light is always the goal. It's how we come through each tunnel we encounter that counts. Are we kinder, wiser, stronger, more empowered, and more confident for having made it to the other side? My lifelong quest for success has changed direction dramatically over the years. In this book, I chronicle these successes and challenges I've encountered in the hope of inspiring others to reach for their dreams. At a young age, I was focused on accomplishing my goals, earning my first $1 million, moving to Los Angeles, and even buying a Rolls-Royce. I attained all of those goals by age 25, but it left me wondering. Over the years, I learned that these material goals were somewhat satisfying, but not really important in the overall scheme of things. After moving to Los Angeles in the early 80s, I was going to Mexico to check on our production factory. On my return from Tijuana, I lost control of my car, and it went over the center divider and hit another car in a head-on collision. Though it was an accident, it was a near-fatal incident. The steering wheel jammed into me and cut my stomach, causing massive internal bleeding. My stomach surged with blood, and I ended up with a lacerated spleen. The ambulance took me to the Chula Vista Medical Center in San Diego, where my surgeon said that if I had not been attended to within 15 minutes, I would have bled to death. I know I was very lucky that day, and it was a big turning point for me. I realized the value of life, appreciating everything with greater intensity after experiencing something like this. I was feeling my smallness, having felt invincible before. It made me want to become a better person, professionally, personally, and spiritually. So I set out on a personal development quest. I moved from Australia to Los Angeles in 1978 to pursue my dreams. My first endeavor in the business world was in the apparel industry. I also invested in real estate, and once that was successful, I sold my interest in the clothing company. It was at that juncture that I got the hospitality bug. My success in the hotel business was not planned. My parents didn't finance my career because they didn't have the financial capacity to do so. I had to create my own success, and one main reason for doing so was to support my parents. Ultimately, that's what drove me, knowing they needed financial support. I always felt this was my responsibility. My real estate ventures began with some properties in downtown L.A., Beverly Hills, and Brentwood. Subsequently, I purchased the 7-acre Bel Air Sands Hotel on Sunset Boulevard, and I started to provide the home-away-from-home experience for my guests. The Luxe Hotels brand has, as its purpose, the goal of providing a memorable experience from beginning to end. I fully embraced and embodied the Luxe Hotel concept. I love this 4-letter word. Before founding Luxe, my experience with franchises and being associated with a large hotel chain were negative. But luckily, I believed there was room for one more player in the hotel world, one that would keep its promises. The Luxe Sunset Boulevard Hotel, the Luxe Rodeo Drive Hotel, the Luxe City Center Hotel, and the Luxe Rose Garden Palace Hotel in Rome are only the beginning. It's good to seek out the wisdom of others who have lived before us, like the biblical Abraham, the forefather of hospitality, or those who are more contemporary, like John Wooden, Viktor Frankl, Steve Covey, and Dale Carnegie. Through study, working to stay positive, and doing good deeds, good things happen that benefit not only you but also those around you. I believe firmly in the positive effects of philanthropic